Hi there, welcome to Celebrate Creating with Catherine. Today I have a special guest doing the creating. That would be my husband, James. And he is going to be making one of his favorite dinners, which is his throw-together pizza. And I don't get to eat any of it because of my diet that I'm on. But that's okay. So, off to the kitchen.
Oh, greetings. Very great honor to be on show. You may call me Sensei.
Shut up.
This is what I'm doing tonight. It's one of my favorite meals, and it's a fried pizza. Yes, fried pizza. And I've spent a lot of time trying to get a really good pizza dough. Hasn't happened. I haven't been able to find the exact recipe that I want, but this is really close and this is really good. It's a fried pizza dough that I fry on both sides. So, the pizza dough is really easy. You can make it yourself. It's just flour, water, yeast, oil, salt, and you know, I actually go to Trader Joe's and buy a pre-made dough. It's a garlic herb, and when you take a look at it, it's got little, you know, green herbs. It's got oregano and garlic, whatever. Anyhow, it's pretty good. If you don't have a Trader Joe's, pizza dough is really simple. You could find a recipe online, but for the sake of this demonstration, this is easy. We're just going to go this way. You don't have to be a fabulous chef or anything else to make a pizza. This is really easy. This is how I do it. I just sprinkle a little bit of flour on the cutting board so that the dough doesn't stick to it. And by the way, this is 1/3 of the full portion. You get a 1 pound. I've done this twice already. This is the third pizza I've made out of this little batch. So you just roll it into a ball and then kind of flop it around in the flour so that it's not sticky. You don't have to spin it up in the air. You don't have to be any great accomplished anything to do this. But you're just going to make it about the size of the bottom of the pan you're working with. So the bigger the pan, you might want to go with a half piece of dough rather than a third, which I have here because I only have an 8-inch cast iron skillet that has a flat bottom on it. By the way, cast iron was the first no-stick cooking surface. If you handle them, if you take care of them right, they don't stick. Anyhow, this is about the right size, and that's about what I do right there. Okay, since we are cooking the pizza in a cast iron saute pan instead of the oven, I have to do this in 2 parts. It's worth it. Believe me, it's worth it. Okay, so, oh, look at this. Trader Joe's olive oil. We seem to have a Trader Joe's theme going on. I love Trader Joe's. They should pay me for this.
They should.
Anyhow, I've had the cast iron skillet preheating, and you can tell when the cast iron skillet has got some heat because the oil crinkles. You'll see that on the surface. So I'm just shaking it around and making sure that there's a total sheet of oil on the bottom of the pan before I put it in here. Now it's not quite hot enough yet because you want it to kind of shimmer. It didn't quite do that. So I'm going to explain the rest of what I have going on here. Since, like I said, we're not using the oven, you have to do kind of a 2-part thing. You have to cook your vegetables separately. So I'll bring that up to a pretty high heat. The dough is going to be cooking on a medium heat. The vegetables, I cook them on a pretty high heat. It's just sauteed. Once again, a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of the pan. Now, for me, the toppings of my pizza are pretty much whatever's in the refrigerator. Tonight, it's broccoli and onions. So we have broccoli, we have onions, and that's going on my pizza. I also have some Trader Joe's chicken jalapeno sausage that I'll throw in with the vegetables in a little bit. Since that's already cooked, I don't need to do it with it the whole time. So anyhow, we're just going to let that steam. We're going to take a look at the surface. I don't know if you can see that. but you can see how the surface of the oil kind of shimmers. I don't know if you could catch that. Now this move here has to be done fairly quickly. It's like Julia Miles says, it has to be done with the courage of your convictions.
Childs, not Milds.
Julia Childs, right?
Yes.
Anyhow,
that's all right. We'll let that slide.
Okay, so you have to move kind of quick, otherwise the pizza dough is going to deform. Which, boom, there we have it. So I'm going to let that fry. Yeah, that's about right.
You said it was about a medium heat for the dough.
About a medium heat for the dough.
Okay.
And I'm probably going to do about, we got 740 right now, probably going to have about 4 to 5 minutes on this side, then I am going to switch it over. Now, I just brought out this is a total Trader Joe's theme tonight. Trader Joe's Red, which is just a basic marinara sauce. I don't really care for pizza sauce so much, but I do like their marinara sauce. And then their Alfredo sauce is really good. I love the Alfredo. The Trader Joe's Alfredo sauce is, yeah, it's a winner. So, let me pop this open. But I'm just doing this so that you can think outside the box. You can go any direction you want with your sauce. I suppose you can put peanut butter on your pizza if you want it. I haven't tried that.
On a fruit pizza, perhaps.
Yeah, yes. On a fruit pizza with a... You know, why not?
On a fruit pizza. All right.
Okay, so... that's coming along nicely. I'll throw in the chicken sausage. Jalapeno chicken sausage once again. Trader Joe's. And the cheese, again, it doesn't have to be mozzarella. I've got a Colby Jack and a smelly cheese, which is kind of a Parmesan kind of a thing. I like the smelly cheese, so it brings a real tang to the pizza. How are we doing over here? Okay, it has been 4 minutes. We look at the clock, it's been 4 minutes on. We're going to take a look at it. I've actually never timed this, so this is actually a first. Medium heat. Okay, so 4 minutes on one side. Yes, that's nice. What I'm doing now is I am just scooping the vegetables and the sausage right onto the top of the pizza. Don't worry about the browning on the pan. I like the browned vegetables. I like browning stuff. Alright, so that's pretty much what your pizza looks like. Now, still cooking, still on a medium heat. I'm going to do the Colby Jack. This is why we're pre-cooking the vegetables, because you're not going to develop enough heat in this pan like you would in an oven. So you have to pre-cook the vegetables. What to do is I'm going to throw a little bit of steam into this so that we can get a nice cloud of steam vapor melting the cheese, and I won't be I'll be bringing up the temperature underneath the lid. So I'm just taking just a little, just a couple of drops. See that? Boom. Don't want a lot of water in there, of course, because it doesn't work real well with crust. I'm just tilting the lid, letting that steam stay under there. Now I'm going to turn this off. I'm just going to let it steam for a bit. Let the cheese melt because the vegetables and the sausage are already warmed. And we're finishing up the dough. Now the whole point of this exercise, for me anyhow, the whole reason why I developed this is you want to hear this wonderful crunch as you're cutting the pizza into slices. And we're going to bring the camera up close for that. Alright. Ooh, there's my... Okay, just gave it like about 2 minutes of heat with the steam. I haven't taken the lid off. So we still got steam under there. Boom. Look at that. Nice. Ooh, that's hot. Cast iron does that. Cast iron gets real hot, so you kind of need a pot holder or a towel or something. So, here's what your fried pizza looks like. And if you look at our clock, you'll see it's only been 10 minutes since we started. So it's now 7:50. This is just a quick little exercise. Now, I told you earlier what we want to listen for. So you want to bring the camera in and see if you can hear it. Can you hear it from there?
Let's see. Yep.
Okay, you want to hear that crunch, because what we have is a nice, almost cracker-like finish on the bottom. Yeah, there we go. That's what you want to hear. Okay, here we go. Now I topped it off with the hot peppers, which is kind of like the hot peppers. And we'll give it a try here. Excellent. Bon appetit!
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give me a like, a thumbs up, 2 stars. Well, they don't have stars. And I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.